Hey everybody, welcome to day 2 of the new coach training. Out of all of the days of this training, I truly feel like today is the most important, and it is the day that is going to really teach you how to launch your business forward. The one thing that I really need you guys to do is to make sure you're taking notes today, because these are some of the most important things you have to do as a Beachbody coach. You are going to learn all about the 4 vital behaviors, and when we say vital, we truly mean the things you need to do in order to be a successful coach. So first one that we talk about is inviting. Our second one is being proof that the products work. We talk about PD. So when I say PD, I mean personal development. And then we talk all about recognition in this business. So for our first topic, we talk about inviting. This is the one thing that is so super simple, but we kind of second guess ourselves. We make it a little bit more difficult than it really has to be. And I just kind of want to share a few things today that can get you out of your head and get you just into the business and really, really shining. So we say it's kind of the hardest, but really the easiest thing to do. It's the hardest in the sense that it's really super difficult sometimes to be disciplined with inviting and making sure that we're not being salesy. So you should never ever feel that your messages to someone are like you're just trying to sell a product. Because honestly, as a Beachbody coach, that is not our intention. We, of course, do sell products, but the goal at the end is to really get someone's life changed on the right path for the better, right? So when we say inviting, it all starts with sharing your journey. Sounds so simple, but I'm not talking about our journey with just health and fitness. I mean our day-to-day things that we do, right? So what are you doing every single day that can kind of connect with someone on a different level? So for me, one of the things that I am really good about sharing is my infertility journey, right? So it took me a very long time to get pregnant, and I'm finally pregnant with a little girl on the way. And it is something that I have been very open with and have shared about. And in return, I get a lot of people who are messaging me, able to connect with what I'm going through, or maybe I'm that person they can turn to and talk with these things about because no one else is really sharing it. It can be not even a infertility journey, but now the fact that I am actually pregnant, sharing all of those different milestones during your pregnancy, sharing the hardships of pregnancy, the amazing things about pregnancy, all the different decisions you have to make when you're pregnant, right? So I share these things as a way to connect with people. I go on my Instagram stories and I might post a 17 or 16, 15, 14, whatever week bump pic, and just to show the progression and tell people, tell them the way that I am feeling at this very moment, and they in turn connect with me on that. My husband is also a full-time musician, so I have been able to connect with people who love music, people whose spouse are also musicians, because I'll tell you right now, it's one of the most amazing things, but also a very difficult thing to be married to a musician because our schedules are complete opposite. I'm a teacher, so I work, I leave my house at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't get home until 2:30, 3 o'clock, sometimes 4 or 5, depending on the day of the week. And then as I'm getting home, he's leaving for his show. So there are so many people out there that, maybe are not, their husbands aren't musicians, but the scheduling conflict that they have to make time for each other, they are able to relate to that, right? So, maybe you're in the medical field and you work nights, but your husband works 9 to 5 and you see each other for like 30 minutes and then you're out the door. So that is something that I like to just share little tidbits with on my Instagram stories, on my Facebook posts, my Instagram posts, and to get people to relate to me. And in turn, strike up a very natural, easy conversation where I'm not just selling a product, I'm really getting to know someone on a deeper level. And then of course, I share my day-to-day fitness journey and I share my business journey. So I'm not saying, hey, look at this workout, you should join me, but just showing that, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm 4 months pregnant, a little over 4 months pregnant, and I'm working out 4 or 5 days a week, you can too. Or, I'm doing I'm doing a call with one of my coaches today, and it's so great to be able to do these things from the comfort of my own home. Just these little, giving people a little sneak peek into the business, into the workouts, etc. And to really show your passion and love for these things. And in turn, this makes it a lot smoother and an easier transition when talking with people. Who you are before Beachbody is such an important thing. This plays such a huge role in your business and the people that you're going to connect with. If all of a sudden every single post is I'm this amazing Beachbody coach and I'm helping these women and I'm doing these things, that's not really something people can connect with who are not coaches. So it's really important that you share all of the things that have happened prior to being a Beachbody coach. What were the things that you struggled with? What were the things you were good at? What's something that you want to be able to continue in your life but might be hard when you're just working your 9-to-5 job? What can Beachbody do for you that's going to change all of that? But really bringing in your past experiences and putting them into your journey and into your posts so people connect with you on a deeper level. You should never, again, this is so important, you should never feel like you're selling anything. As soon as you feel like you're just being salesy and selling a product, you're doing something wrong. So reach out to me, reach out to the other coaches on our team. And it's really, really amazing that when someone does respond to you, if you're stuck, you don't know what to say, you message me, you message other coaches on our team, or you simply post in our coach group asking for some ideas. And we are all so willing to go above and beyond and help you. It's a wonderful thing. That's the beauty of our team. Okay, second thing, proof the products work. This is simple and really, guys, is the most, oh my gosh, it's so important. If you are promoting Beachbody, but yet you've gained 20 pounds and you aren't working out and you're not drinking your Shakeology and you haven't tried Energize, or there are just these things that you're not doing, it makes it really difficult for someone to trust you to go on this journey with, right? So being proof the products work. In the beginning of my fitness journey with Beachbody, 21 Day Fix was my jam. I lost some weight doing that. Then I had ended up gaining a little bit of weight back, but then I went all in with this and did Insanity Max 30 and 21 Day Fix Extreme and ended up losing 25 pounds. So I have that before and after picture that I am able to share with people that show, oh my gosh, this woman was able to do 30-minute workouts a day, and holy shit, in just 2 months, she lost 30 pounds or 25 pounds. There are people on our team who have lost 100 pounds. These are things that we share. These are things that we do. Every single day we're working out. Well, 5 to 6 days a week, we should be working out. Rest days in there. Or if you're doing the new Lift program, 4 days a week, right? 3 days of recovery. Amazing. To show someone that you can have those life-changing before and afters is awesome, and people want to see that. Now, you could be stick thin and want to put on muscle. Amazing. That's your journey. That's what you need to share. But if you've been doing this and you're not actually putting on muscle and you're not getting the results that you want and you're not really sticking to your programs, no one's going to want to join you because they're not seeing any of that happening, right? They need to see the before and afters. They need to see that these products work. You are the proof that all of Beachbody products can help you be successful. And what is honestly better than working on your own health and nutrition? There's nothing better. Working out makes you feel better in all areas of life. So I really, truly feel that being proof the products work, guys, you gotta get on that bandwagon and it's gonna be amazing. Okay? PD, or personal development, this is huge. And this is the one thing that really made me transform as a person. I had never, oh my gosh, if you had told me to listen to a self-help book, I would laugh in your face and tell you were crazy. So I was never someone that listened to anything like this. Honestly, I didn't even really love reading books unless they were like Jodi Picoult novels, right? I love those stories. But when it came to Beachbody, as soon as I knew what it was that I needed to change in my business, and I found a personal development book on that topic, my life changed. This whole business changed for me. I really struggled with confidence in the beginning. Like, why would people want to join me? I had no confidence that people would want to be on this journey with me. And then I found a book called The Confidence Code and another story called The Confidence Gap. My coach helped me find these books, and I use Audible. I love listening to authors because you really hear the passion in their voice. If you're not into listening to books like on tape or Audible, don't even worry about it. And you'd rather just read. But for me, listening to something about confidence and putting the different things that they, told me to do, putting those different things into my life made me totally transform my entire mindset. My entire mindset. It was a really great shift for me. There are PD books on literally everything you could imagine. So we'll talk together and figure out what it is that you think that you're struggling with or what you could really benefit from. And it's going to be amazing, and we'll find you something that will truly benefit you. 4, recognition. So this is the one thing that one of my coaches told me really made her feel like she was in the right place. I always make it a point when I'm in a challenge, when I'm running a challenge group, or when I have new coaches, anything that someone does on your team, in your challenge groups, anything that they do that is positive and you can tell they're working hard, shout them out. We love to recognize people on our team because how does that not make you feel good? The more you shout someone out and recognize them for doing amazing things, the more they're going to want to do amazing things. It's just common sense. The more you recognize someone, the more they're going to want to join you, right? You recognize someone in a challenge group, the more likely that person is to want to become a coach with you. So it's really important as coaches that we are recognizing members on our team, that we're shouting people out who we see doing something awesome. And you know what? They don't have to be on your immediate team. They don't have to be your personally sponsored coach. Just in general, shouting someone out and just, recognizing someone for doing such an awesome thing, it just makes all the difference. And I truly believe that this is something where teaching is lacking. As a teacher, we really don't get recognized. I very rarely, get recognized for my hard work when I'm teaching. I'll do, all these awesome lesson plans, and we get a few observations a week. So, a year, just 3 or 4 a year that we get observed. So there's really no recognition among other teachers for the hard work that you're doing. It's not shouted. It's not like no one shouts it out for you, right? So in this Beachbody world, and like having all of that recognition just makes you feel so good. And there are there's other areas of work where people just don't do that. And really, it'd be smart if they did, because people would want to work there more. But these are just the 4 things, guys, that they are, Beachbody calls them the vital behaviors for a reason. I did not create them. Beachbody created them. And if you do these 4 things, you are set. And it just comes down to being consistent. And we're going to be talking about consistency in another video. But for right now, I'm going to leave you with this, guys. Invite, be proof the products work. Make sure you're listening to your personal development. We will work on finding something for you to listen to or read together. And recognize the people around you. I hope you have an awesome night or day, wherever you are right now. Have a good one, guys.